Alright everybody, here we are, and let's simply get started. Actually, I kept my mobile somewhere away, and then because of that thing, the network connectivity was really bad. Okay, never mind, let's simply get started. And we were working on this particular feature. Okay, what is the problem with this? This is what the camera looks like. Okay, never mind. Let me make it. Okay, it turns out the camera is not connected anymore. Let me connect it first of all. Okay, this is connected. So what is the problem? It is connected. Probably I'll have to turn it on again, or maybe I'll have to reload it. If I click on the camera, right now it is visible. Alrighty, so this much we have done. What is the next thing that we have to do? The next thing is that working on this feature, enabling turning on the mic and turning off the camera and all, just like this. How can we fix this? I mean, how can we implement this functionality too? So if I come back here, let me even close this. Coming back to this, and where the participant section, I have this current participant over here. And what is this current participant? This current participant is the host right now. I think even this particular feature is not working well. Just a sec. I haven't even turned off the live chats. Just a minute, let me do that, and after that I will figure out how we can just implement this functionality too. Alrighty, coming back to this one. Just a sec, give me a moment. Okay, so without any further delay, let's simply get going. And what I was supposed to be working on, and that is this particular feature. Let me ask another participant to join the same meeting. And it turns out this participant is not the host anymore. Okay, let me reload the page. Vipendra, enter, and this becomes the host here. And now if somebody wants to join this meeting, and suppose somewhere here, that person will have to send the request over here, won't he? Hi, this person wants to join the meeting, I can allow it, and this is how it works. Great. How about this when this Vipendra actually leaves the meeting? So if I just simply click on this, leave the meeting, so the other participant automatically becomes the host. That's what I wanted. So this works. Now the next thing is that if I click on the mic of the host, the mic of the host should be turned on and turned off. This is sort of easy to do, okay, because this is the mic of the host, so not really a big problem. The problem occurs here that you have to turn on and off the mic of others. That simply means you have to enable them and disable them. So what is the goal right now? Inside peer manager, over here, when you are creating the peer connection, while doing that, you are actually getting what? In this particular section on track, you are getting the remote streams. You can turn on and turn off your own camera and audio. How will you turn on and turn off the camera of others on your side? It's not like if you turned off, it should be turned off on that side as well. Just for yourself, how will you do that? By the way, we already have all the streams over here. Yes or no? Yeah, we do. So if I actually want to implement this functionality, so we have to create senders for all of them. We can disable it directly, can't we? Using the streams, I think if we have a stream, so stream dot enable. No, we cannot do that. We can definitely enable this if I'm not wrong. Let me go to this create local stream. So how am I disabling this? We can enable and disable the tracks, and that is fine too. If I have my stream, I can enable or disable the tracks depending on which track I want to, like which thing I want to disable or enable, audio or video. This is okay. So what is the goal right now? The goal is pretty simple. I am getting my stream here, not this particular section, rather this particular when I'm creating the peer connection. At that time I'm getting the tracks from the other user side. I'm getting the stream. That stream may contain both audio as well as the video. So as the stream contains both, from the stream I will be getting the tracks. Once I get the track, I'm saving the tracks. Ultimately I'm saving the stream inside remote streams here. Now whenever I am rendering, kind of adding the stream to the video element, at that time on the basis of the state I have to change this. Okay, one more thing, coming back to this media manager, not media manager, page.tsx. over here I have this video section. Let me click on this. Then I have this video grid, and inside this video grid what am I doing? At last, not this particular section, rather this particular section. So what am I doing? I'm getting all the participants. Once got all the participants, I'm looping through them. Then I'm getting their video element, I'm getting their remote stream, and that simply I'm adding the remote stream to the assigning the remote stream to the resource object. This is what I'm doing. What I have to do, just in here I'm going to save in the participants, other participants, what I have, participant type. So what is the type of the participant that I'm getting? Is come on here. Yeah, so the participant has ID, username, profile, meeting ID and all. It should have two more things. First one is gonna be mic on, that's gonna be false by default. Camera on, that's also gonna be false by default. Okay, so these values are gonna be like this, and by default they are gonna be false or true. First of all, let me make them booleans. I'll have to even think of the logic first of all before even going ahead. The thing is simple. You are getting stream, so there is a remote person, remote peer. From the remote peer you are getting the stream. Okay, and when you are getting the stream from the remote peer, that things ultimately audio and video, they can be enabled or disabled. Both the possibilities are there. Disabled. Okay, now what do you want on your side? You want to add the mic on and camera on with the info of that particular participant. By default, the value of mic on and camera on is gonna be false. Whenever the participant turns it on, then it will become true. That simply means I will have to change the state as well. As soon as I get the track, simply means, what am I doing? Over here I'm getting the track, peer manager. Inside peer manager, here I'm getting the track. So when I get the track, then what I have to do? I have to check the track, the kind of track I'm getting. So from here I can get the track is gonna be equals to event.track. Now I have to get the kind of it, kind, and on the basis of this kind I have to change the state as well. So ultimately using this change the state. So whenever the user turns on his camera, at that time the state is going to be changed. Okay, and whenever the user turns off the camera, this state is again going to be changed. And that is fine. So ultimately the track that I am getting, that can be either enabled or that can be disabled. Somehow I need to get the state of the camera, like the track that I am getting. Okay, that's fine. And this will be done by the remote user side. How about on my side? on my side what I want, if all these things are happening from the other user side, and when the user turns off the camera, what should happen? I should not be getting the video. When the user turns off the camera, I should be getting the video. What I want, when I turn off the camera on my side, I should not get the preview of that particular camera, of that particular user. How will I do that? Most importantly, how will I keep the track of all the users? Keeping the track of all the users, that simply means adding the value here from my on side. Okay, just a minute. Got the info from the server of a particular user who joined the meeting. Now what I have to do, I have to add some more properties like camera on and mic on to that particular details. So once I have added that, then on the basis of that particular detail, by default, are they gonna be true or false? Camera on, video on. There is a problem. If I am setting them false by default, so they will even be false when the other person, the remote person, turns on the camera. And when the remote person turns on the camera, I will not be able to see the result. That is the problem. And if I turn it true by default, then whenever the remote person turns on the camera, I will be able to see the result. When I turn it off, I will not be able to see the result. That doesn't mean I'm not getting the stream, I'm getting the stream. And when the remote peer turns off the camera, done. Turns on the camera, again I will not see until unless I allow. Yeah, this will be fine. Setting it to true by default. So what will happen? So if a camera on and mic on, both of them are set to true by default. So what will happen? Whenever the other peer will turn on the camera, I will be able to see the result. And now if I turn off the camera from my on side, so that will be turned off, even if I am getting the stream from the other peer. This is the best solution I can think of right now. Okay, so what will I do right here? It's pretty simple. Let me just keep everything as it is. What I'll do, whenever I'm informing others, right? Informing others in the sense, signaling.ts, of course on the front end side, and whenever I'm getting the message, and that is the normal server process, and this thing, handle inform others about new participant, and handle inform new participant about others. So when I'm informing others about new participant, so what am I doing here? I'm getting the info of the new participant, and I am setting the value over here. So okay, from here I am just simply adding the value of the participant over here. What I have to do, that I'm gonna be giving it the object. I will have the values of the participant. That's not really a problem. Same I will do here. I will have the value of the participant that I got from the backend side. Few things that I will add here from my on side. One of them is gonna be mic on, that's gonna be true. Camera on, that's gonna be true. Done. Just like this. So I am adding mic on in participant is gonna be this, and I'm gonna be passing the value of this participant over here. What will happen in this case? So now I have the info of the participant, and apart from that particular thing, I also know whether the camera is on and mic is on or not. By default, camera and mic, both of them are gonna be on. Later, if I want, I can turn it off. It's my choice. As simple as that. It does make sense. Okay, this thing is done. Same thing I will be doing there. So when I'm informing new participant about others, so here what am I doing? Set a newly joined participant. Even when I'm setting newly joined participant, New participant, newly joined participant. Do I need to set the value here? That changes the same thing. Newly joined participant in the sense what? Newly joined participant in the sense it could be current participant as well, and okay, and apart from this particular thing I have other participants, so I have to add the properties here as well, meaning const party newly joined participant is gonna be equals to dot 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 new participant and